like Merry Christmas, and then they give me money. There is this notion that Kwanzaa is the Christmas version of Africa. Hi there, welcome back to the Binti Malu channel, and I am Binti Malu. This is a lifestyle channel whereby I mostly focus on Africa and Africans and anything that might pertain my life that I feel like it's worth sharing, I will post it. That's what we do right here. So if you've not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Subscribe, let's get in touch, let us keep this family growing exponentially, right? So it is Christmas season, and Christmas is the best time of the year. What do they know? That the Christmas music, the decorations, the good mood, the giving mood, it's just everything is good about Christmas. And for today's video we're going to talk about African Christmas traditions, or Christmas African traditions. Which one do you think works more, right? But anyway, so what gave me the idea was like, I will be spending Christmas in the United States for the first time, and all my Christmases have been in Africa, and this time it's just gonna be different. How I'm feeling right now, I don't feel very hyped about it. I'm not very excited about it. Christmas has been about family. All my Christmases were spent with my family, like my family and my extended family. And this year that's not going to be happening, and it makes me a bit sad when I think about it. But then again, I'm gonna learn about the way Christmas is spent here, so that's the upside to it. But let's just dive into this. I asked people on my Twitter, which is Binti Malu. I should put all the information down here. On Twitter and Instagram and Snapchat, what are the African traditions for Christmas, like if there are any. And I got some good responses, but the responses I got was like, all of them centered around one thing, which we're going to be talking about in this video. So let's just dive into it. Okay, so to start off, there is this notion that Kwanzaa is the Christmas version of Africa. I didn't even know Kwanzaa existed until I came to the US, if you think about it. Nobody. And then I believe that I was in school. I came to the US and I was like, that was my first year of university, and someone asked me like, do you celebrate Kwanzaa? Like, Kwanzaa is a Christmas version, it's Kwanzaa time, is that what you do in Christmas? And I'm like, I don't know what Kwanzaa is. You're the first person I'm hearing it from. So no, not all of us. Kwanzaa is not an African celebration. I googled it and they said it was African American, but in Africa we don't have a celebration called Kwanzaa. Kwanzaa is a Swahili word for first, but we don't have, Christmas is not Kwanzaa for us. We don't have Kwanzaa in Africa. So anybody who has the belief that Kwanzaa is a Christmas version in Africa, it is not the case. We just have Christmas is like Christmas in the 25th of December. That's how it is in Africa. We don't have Kwanzaa. And maybe it's here in America, or African Americans have Kwanzaa, but I don't know. If you're African and you have a Kwanzaa holiday, then hit me up and let me know about that, but we don't. I think that's a misconception that's there, and now you know. We'll first start off with things that we don't, like Christmas traditions we don't have. And again, a disclaimer, because I forgot this at the beginning. This doesn't apply to all Africans. There's some Africans who experience Christmas like how it's experienced in the Western countries, but from my experience and from the experience of most of my friends, this is how Christmas has been for us. This is how Christmas has been while growing up, how it has been last year for me, and yeah, that's just my experience as an African. So don't generalize all African based on this video. Like, not all of us will be celebrating Christmas the way I do, but maybe people from East Africa might relate to this, or maybe all Africans might relate to the things I mentioned in this video. So now let's jump into it. So the first thing that we don't have is Santa. And Santa, you know, like, it's believed that he watches over you, and if you've been a good or a bad girl or boy, then you get the consequences. You either get a gift if you're a good boy, or if you're a bad boy or girl, you don't get a present. So that's the ideology of Santa. But in Africa, no, I don't remember hearing any Santa stories while growing up. I don't remember anyone telling me about Santa, be it my parents, my uncles, my aunties, my grandparents. Nobody told me about Santa. I don't even think for them Santa ever existed. So Santa is just something we don't have in my culture, and I think in most African cultures. They even have Santa photo shoots, and I was thinking of going to take a picture with Santa just for the sake of it, but maybe I'm too old for that at this age, right? But anyway, so yeah, we don't have that. We don't have pictures with Santa, although maybe recently they've started to do that in the past few years, like recently, like, but in the past when I was growing up, no Santa. Yeah, we don't have a Santa. We don't have an African Santa, so there you go. The second thing we don't have is Christmas trees. We don't cut down Christmas tree or buy Christmas tree during the Christmas seasons. We don't have that because there's no significance in the trees, and we don't just do that. We don't have Christmas tree decoration. You know, like how here people decorate during Christmas and have like the lights up and the lighting of the Christmas tree. We don't have any of that. We just don't have that. We might have pine trees, but we don't decorate them for Christmas. We don't cut them down for Christmas. So do we really have pine trees? Whatever, the trees that look like Christmas trees, we have that. I know we have that in my Sudi. They're there. If you know what Sudi is, give this a thumbs up. If you're from Sudi, give this a thumbs up. And if you have a Christmas tree in your hometown, give this a thumbs up. Number 3 is that we don't have gift exchanging. Like how people would wake up in the morning during Christmas Day and exchange gifts and be in the rush of opening gifts. We don't have that. Hence, that's why we don't have a Christmas tree, because we don't have gift. Then the Christmas tree will be empty, because what are we going to be putting under the Christmas tree? Nothing. And maybe because we don't have chimneys, that's why Santa can't come down the chimney, so we don't have that. Do you see this? Think about it, right? So we don't have Christmas trees, we don't decorate Christmas trees. There's nothing about Christmas trees. Is something we don't have. We don't exchange gifts on Christmas morning. We just don't do that. Number 4 is that we don't have Christmas decorations. Like, we're not big on decorations, but I love Christmas decorations. I like the idea of houses being lit up or lighted up, whichever it is. I'm not sure which is the right word. Lakini nyumba zinakuwa na mataa, yani kuna mataa kila sehemu. You know it's Christmas. The decorations tell you it's Christmas, and that's the most exciting thing for me. Like when November strikes, I am ready for Christmas. Actually, I'm ready for Christmas all year, and then my Christmas is like from November all the way to February, because I love Christmas. I wear, you know, like that's the song, the time I play Christmas songs and everything. But we don't have Christmas decorations. We don't decorate our houses during Christmas. We don't go big on the decorations. Even the shops, they don't do big decorations. Like, we know it's Christmas, but we're not, there won't be any decoration that will stand out and be like, oh my goodness, it's Christmas season in this town. We don't have that. Alright, so let's go to the things that we do have for Christmas. Things we have at Christmas season. We have Christmas songs, and those Christmas songs will be about 10, maybe 20 songs that are constantly played. It's the same song everywhere. They're like, you know, the classics Christmas songs. That's what we have for Christmas. Like Jingle Bell, Jingle Bell, Jingle All the Way. Or what other song do we have? I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. Yeah, that's what we do have too. So we have Christmas songs, but it's not as diverse as here. Like here in the US, they have artists who do special Christmas albums, but you will never hear of them in Africa, you know, like we don't know of you. However, last year I remember Pentatonics, they hit big in Africa because, you know, of the a cappella, and Africans would like our rhymes and rhythms, so we liked Pentatonics. And that's the one that I felt like hit it the most. But then other than that, it's like the old traditional Christmas music that we have, and I also love that a lot. Okay, so now let's go to things that are not necessarily in the Western culture, but we do them in Africa. So the first thing is, well, this is also in the Western culture. During Christmas, those people who live in town will travel to their hometown so that they can celebrate Christmas with their family, because it's like a family thing. So Kenya, they call it ushago. Tanzania we call it kijijini, whichever it works for you. But during that time, like let's say for instance, if I live in Arusha, I will go to Chome to celebrate Christmas. Or if I live in Nairobi, I'll go to Kiambu to celebrate Christmas. So do you see that? We come from the town to go to the rural, our hometowns. From towns to hometowns, which is stroke rural areas, but it's our hometown. So we go there and spend time with grandparents or parents and celebrate the Christmas season as a family. So that's something we do. Then the second thing that we do is that we have like big meals during Christmas. Like the morning is dedicated to cooking, the afternoon is dedicated to eating and like walking around, going to visit people. Then the evening is where you gather around as family and tell stories. That's how it's been for me, so I'm assuming this is how it is for most people. But Christmas Day you eat a lot if you're eating from home. Or you can decide to go out as a family. They have Christmas outing, like the parents will take the family out for lunch and just go around and shop after that, and it's a fun time. And stores are open during Christmas Day, so no business is closed. So people would go out, eat, go have some fun, maybe go to the amusement park. I don't know, we don't have amusement parks as much, but you know, like go to a park or go to the pool. So they will go like to some sort of outing that will be just special for Christmas. And then the other thing we do have is special outfits, special Christmas outfits. Now when I say this, I don't mean like a costume, I mean like actual outfits that were bought for Christmas. Like you buy your outfit either beginning of December or end of November or 1 week before Christmas, and that outfit doesn't get worn until Christmas Day. That's an actual tradition we have. So we have Christmas outfits. If you relate, you know, like comment below, give us a like. But yeah, we do have that Christmas tradition where we would have a Christmas outfit and people would dress up in that special outfit and just go out or stay home and socialize with family. And then the last thing, which was my favorite thing, is that you get money on Christmas. Christmas the day you get money. So the thing is, like if you say Merry Christmas to someone, the first one, if you're the first one, if you beat them to say Merry Christmas, then that person has to give you money. So we used to do this, I believe, when I was younger, maybe in primary school, whereby we just go after eating, we'd go walking around, or actually we start from home. I would go to all my relatives and be like, Merry Christmas! And then they give me money. Merry Christmas! And then they give me money. And then we go and spend it buying candy. Because at that age, I didn't know anything about candy. At that age, candy was the ish for me. So we'd go to, because my grandparents lived like farther from the town of that city, of that place. So we'd have to walk to the shop, get some candy, and then walk back home. And whoever we meet along the way, we also tell them Merry Christmas, and they give us money. So it's like a tradition we have. And I know a friend of mine told me in the Philippines, they have the same tradition. So something similar. But yeah, that's how we celebrate our African Christmases. And it's different from the Western culture, but I love African Christmas. You wouldn't even know it's Christmas, like it's a day that comes and goes by. Oh, and I forgot one more thing. We have Mkesha. And Mkesha is either religious or it can be done from home and with family. So what happens is you stay up on the 24th and wait for the clock to hit 12 so that you can welcome the Christmas day, you know? Yeah, it's like a thing. So people who stay at church will stay at church, sing songs, and when the clock hit 12, you know, like they're shouting and they're praising for God for getting them seeing another Christmas. And those who stay at home, they will wait. I remember one time we did that with my relatives. We waited, we were playing the whole night, we watched movies, we tried to stay awake, and then the clock hit 12 and we were like, Merry Christmas everyone! And you'd hear like fireworks outside. It's not like major fireworks here, that's something that's classic, but it's like the small fireworks, people just be blowing them up outside, and you know it's 12 o'clock, that's how you know. And it's a great feeling, like just welcoming that Christmas day with family or with your church members. it's always a great feeling. So that's what we do for Christmas. And if you know any more Christmas traditions that I might have not mentioned in this video, go ahead and comment them below so that we can inform people of how Christmas is done in Africa. And it's different and I love it, and I'm gonna miss it this year, but I'm gonna learn as well about Christmas traditions in America. So I'm excited about that as well. So yeah, that's it for this video. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed to my channel, and hopefully I shall see you guys in my next video. And by the way, I will be posting twice a week for the next few weeks until I let you guys know when, because I'll be done with school. And guys, stay tuned for those videos. Let us interact, let us keep spreading the African love, or whatever kind of love you have to offer, because there's no room for hate. And I shall see you guys in my next video.